Hi, Ari, it's Trapson here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we slayed some Moonstalkers for their fangs, and we collected some Electropellers for Whizbang Crank Toggle, and he rewarded us with some of these aquodynamic fish lenses. And when you apply these to your fishing pole, it increases your fishing by 50 for 10 minutes, so that's a pretty big upgrade. Happy we did that quest. And today we will casually try to slay some Moonstalkers if we see some, but we are going to start a quest with Thunderous Windweaver. Here he is looking out at the sea. Kind of a nice picture. Let's have a chat with him.
I'm listening.
Dark forces encroach upon our borders. Ancient taints resurface and new evils emerge to topple the delicate balance of the land. In times of such darkness, we all must be vigilant. Tools of the highborn. Rogue, a task I would ask of you. Have you seen the ruins of Amethyran? If not, you will find them on the eastern side of the main road, some ways to the south. Once they were the home of many powerful highborn. Now they are a testament to the destruction their dabblings produced. I have been told by the sentinels that the spirits of the highborn persist, and that they wield their ancient magical implements. Those relics must be appropriated so that we might destroy them. So we have to retrieve 7 highborn relics for Thunderous, and he will give us some leather bracers, which are pretty much the same as the ones we have. But that's fine. Delnadris, let's get out of here. Let's go slay some highborn. We also hit level 16 last episode, and we upgraded our precision to rank 2. So now our hit chance has increased. We still have 17 minutes on our pots, which is good. So we'll try to get some benefit out of those. But yeah, it looks like we're headed south, guys. We haven't been south in Aberdeen yet. So I'm interested to see what it's like. Done this quest before, though. I will admit, I've done it on Trap and Trap. So this is not too new to me. Did a lot of quests in Darkshore on Trap and Trap, actually. There he is. Par from HC Charlie. Level 25 gnome mage just hanging out in Darkshore still. Surprised to see him here. Got some Peace Bloom over here that we go pick up. This is Druid in bear form. Slaying those Moonstalkers. It's a smart thing to do if you're doing hardcore. It's pretty hard to die in bear form. You can, though, if you pull a bunch of stuff and you just can't handle it. You might die slow, but eventually you will die. Alright. So I hope we can finish this Moonstalker quest today. If not, we'll eventually finish it. Mage Royale over there. And a Silverleaf on the other side. There's the Moonkins. There's that 25 mage. I wonder what he's farming over there. Some people play it really safe. Like, this guy is really playing it safe at level 25 in Darkshore. It's smart, though. You'll hit 60. I was also watching them do some hardcore Molten Core, the raid, and one of the Feral Druids died. It was pretty interesting. He pulled Threat from one of the tanks, and then he just got smacked. I think it was against those Molten Giants, or that trash, I forget their names. They look like molten, like rock giants. And yeah, if they hit you and you're not a tank, you're going to get rocked. And supposedly they had 2 tanks per Molten Giant. So the threat must have been pretty damn low. I guess they were just taunt swapping whenever threat became sort of an issue. And I guess the tank that was on one of the ads was... Maybe he taunted and his taunt got resisted, because that's a thing in Classic. Your taunts can actually be resisted. So sometimes it just some people just get unlucky. And it's rough to die like that. Not only was this guy 60, he had some pretty decent gear too. So over 100 hours of work, all gone in one death. Pretty wild. Yeah, our herbalism's getting up there. Our professions are doing well. I honestly think we can do this, guys. I think we can hit 60 on this guy. I've leveled so much, and I know so many of these quests that I believe I could probably do it. So here we go. Sentinel Tisha Moonblade. To the east, you will find the ruins of Amethyran. It is now inhabited by the restless spirits of the highborn that once dwelt within its walls. But once it was a place where the servants of Ashara freely practiced their powerful magics. I was sent to explore the ruins and came across 2 large tablets scrawled with the stories of Amethyran and its fall. While I read the ruins, I was accosted by the spirits and fled. Please, if you can, venture to the ruins and decipher the tablets in my place.
Be careful.
Alright, so that gives us another quest to do while we are here. We will look for these tablets. And we will slay some of these highborn. One thing we should do, we'll slay this highborn quick.
I need to get
and then I will have a bite to eat.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough.
Oh, we already got a highborn relic. Alright, so let's have a bite to eat. We'll have a little bit of the Strider stew. And I think that should be enough for now. I don't think we have anything else we can add. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so let's get going. Looks like we have a warlock and a hunter here. So that helps. Hopefully I can get on this.
I can't do that.
Did he dot him? Who has aggro here? I did.
I can't do that
Yeah, let's be on the lookout for these relics as well. There's one right there. Got a druid here. So many people leveling still. I like it. It's really nice to see that. Great server if you want to. If you want to level. The only problem is there's no PvP. So if you're looking at PvP, I wouldn't recommend playing here. But let's open this up. See what happens. Alright, here we go. Read the fall of Amethyran. The earth trembled. Okay, well, stealth. The earth trembled as the ancient trees in the enchanted forest were uprooted and toppled. The groves and the glades, tended by the sons and the daughters of Cenarius, and the stone towers of the children of the stars were brought to the rolling ground. There was our queen, radiant even in the desperation, in the chaos that was the battles. The enchanted sky changed colors with the discharge of magic, with the explosions that threatened to tear the world asunder. Brother fought brother, chosen fought blessed. It was not all the highborn that fought. Some stood transfixed as the madness took them. Mighty cities and humble towns alike were felled around them. In Amethyran, all was in ruins, its people clinging to the ground as though that might spare them from the destruction. It was then that Atharicus Narisin, favored of Ashara, appeared to guide them to safety. With a spell he could protect them, he would say, while around them, brother and sister, father and mother perished. They would have life eternal and have not to fear from the sundering that was to come. Alright, so it talks about Queen Ashara, which is cool. And how she became corrupted by the old gods. We figured that out figured that out in Battle for Azeroth, how she was corrupted by an old god. In the name of the Zoth. We made a little deal together.
I can't do that. Not enough energy.
The old gods are tricky. Very tricky. I think they're more deceitful than, like, Kill Jamie.
Not enough energy.
And the Legion, you know? Those Eridar Draenei are pretty intelligent. They get away with a lot of stuff. They pull a lot of strings, that's for sure. But the old gods are just, I don't know, they can, like, mentally control people and stuff. Which is kind of crazy. Which is why I believe that they might just, that N'Zoth won everything, that everything that happened in BFA, N'Zoth just destroyed the world, and everybody in Azeroth just got sent to the Shadowlands.
Not enough energy.
I'm thinking that that might be what the story is going to turn into once we finish the Shadowlands. It's just my guess. N'Zoth was the last boss in BFA, and then after BFA, we just ended up
Not enough energy.
going into the Shadowlands. So who knows? Or maybe the Shadowlands is just a big nightmare. That could be the case as well. Got some silver leaf over here. I don't think we needed stealth to go get it. Okay, never mind. We should have stayed stealth. Got a little impatient. But it's okay. We got a little XP to spare. It's gonna be cool when we unlock poisons.
Energy.
Morladim, yeah, he's a tough fight. Morladim is a tough fight indeed. He hits like a truck. Might need to respect for that, yeah. This is a cool thing about this, like, experience too. You get people talk about these, like, tough quests. You fight, like, pretty strong elites.
I can't do that.
It's crazy how people even attempt to do that.
Not enough energy.
To be honest, in a hardcore Let's Play, it's not even worth it. You're really risking your life. You try to fight an elite like Morladim. Okay, so let's try to find this last relic. We also need to find this last lay of Amatharan. We found one of them. This guy's also an HC Bravo. You can really scare people as a stealth class as well. You can sneak up and just, like, appear right behind them. Let's go over here. We'll see if we can find this last tablet. Could be around here. You gotta watch out though. We're getting surrounded by these spirits.
I can't do that. It's too far away.
We got 5 more minutes on our buffs. Set it over there. Might not be around here. Set it over there.
I don't have energy. Enough energy. I can't do that.
There we go. We got our last relic. We got another dagger with 1 strength. Let's check this dagger out. I think it's probably better than one of our daggers. This is the carving knife of strength. Yeah, it's way better than the puning knife. 5.9 damage per second, top end damage 13. So yeah, this would be a good offhand. So there we go. We just got an upgraded weapon. Even though I want to go swords, but we'll still take that.
Ability isn't ready yet.
Chance to hit reduced by 15%. Wow, that's brutal. Oh, there's the last tablet. Looks like he's reading it as well. Let's see if I can read this. And then we'll stealth after this. Hopefully this person can survive. A little stealth. Long had the children of the stars dwelled upon the banks of the shimmering waters of the ethereal well. To all was known that Elune, light of the eternal twilight aspect, and goddess of the moon, dwelt within its waters at such time that she rested from her works. Upon the shores of the well did the children of the stars, favored of Elune, build their homes, even as their gaze was trained ever skyward into the moonlit night. Though there were many towns and places of habitation constructed upon the lakeshore, Ametheran and Beshalaran were the foremost, having the touch of Ashara, the Kaldorai's beloved queen. In their creation, her favored servitors, those of the highborn, she brought to the twin towns to reside and to govern them. She placed Athracus Narasan. Though it would be that he would spend most of his days in his tower of Athalax, we went there last episode, some ways removed of the towns. His second, a mage known of his prowess in the arcane arts as much as with his physical abilities, was Asterion, who lived among the people of Beshalaran and went many times to Ametheran to see the needs and wants of its people. And so it was upon the shores of the Well of Eternity the twin towns grew and prospered, while the world beneath the stars fell slowly to madness. Yeah, and it fell to the madness of N'Zoth. Queen Ashara betrayed. I don't know, maybe, I think N'Zoth was corrupting Ashara the entire time. So she, you can't really blame her. People of power always get corrupted in Azeroth, it seems like. Alright, let's get this silver leaf and then we're going to turn these quests in. On the way back, hopefully we can find some Moonstalker fangs.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Doesn't seem to be too many Moonstalkers around here. The Bruised Weed we are too low for. We actually need level 100 Herbalism for that. So let's go back to the road here. We have this quest to turn in. To that night elf that was kneeling on the road. Maybe she was damaged or something like that, covering from her wounds. So I think... Okay, which way do you think she is? North? Yeah, we'll head north for a little bit. See if we can find her. She's tough to find because she's like kneeling in like the grass. If we go a little too far north, then we'll... Yeah, we're too far north. We gotta go south. And yeah, guys, we have lost our buffs, so I think it is time for us to drink some pots here. Get our buffs back. Clear up some bag space. And we'll try to find this night elf. Hope she doesn't just disappear. You don't want to go too south. Yeah, that's probably her right there. There she is. Alright, let's have
How
a
may
chat.
I help?
We have a few records from the time around the War of the Ancients, especially near the destruction of the Well of Eternity. Given the upheaval and cataclysmic events that were taking place, it is no big surprise. Thank you, 007. With your help, my work here is finished, and I will be able to deliver a full report to the Circle.
Good luck, friend.
Alright, so there we go. That was a pretty easy quest. Just had to read some tablets. I think the hardest part is just, you know, getting to them or finding them. Oh, someone gave us a little rejuvenation. Yeah. People doing dungeons, it is risky doing dungeons with people you don't know. In hardcore. You are taking a big risk. All it takes is one tank to make a silly pull, and then you're done. And the only people who can survive that are rogues and hunters. And that's if they are prepared and have vanish and feign death. If they don't have that, then they're most likely going to die as well. Oh, we got a Moonstalker run. Hopefully we can get a fang from this guy.
I can't do it. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Oh, cloth. We got a fang. We also got some BOE here. Cloth armor, 21 armor, intellect spirit. Not something we're looking for.
I need to get closer.
I'll pick up this silver leaf. What are our alchemies doing? We got a lot of herbs. Can make one more fortitude. Could make some lesser healing ones. So let's actually make these. That is actually huge. That'll save our life when the time comes. Oh, speaking of the time. Druid died at level 18 in Loch Madan. It's too bad. We're getting close to that level. But we're not in Loch Madan, we're in Aberdeen. That's what I'm kind of worried about the most is our journey. Our journey out of Aberdeen to the wetlands, because wetlands is you could die there. But it's going to be fun if we make it. If we make it to that was nice that road. Tell me with that Moonstalker run. But yeah, if we make it to Ironforge, we can get that Soul of Iron buff. That's going to be pretty awesome. Yeah, here we are back in Aberdeen. Looks like we didn't get enough fangs, which is fine. Eventually get that last fang. We have to go all the way north to this river anyways. I want to turn the quest in, so we got some time. I think we'll probably stay in Aberdeen for a little bit. Just because I think it's just a good thing to do. And then we'll be prepared to go to Ironforge when the time comes.
I am on.
Alright, Bashalaran. The ruins of Bashal. Alright.
Good luck,
Quest here. Tools of the Highborn. If only the tools of their undoing could have been destroyed. In the cataclysm that destroyed our world. Nonetheless, we must do what we can to ensure that the horrors of our past are not repeated in the future. Though it is surely a figment of my imagination, I feel as though I can almost feel the taint of foul highborn magic upon them. I will have these destroyed so that their long dormant evil might never be released again. Alright, so we're going to put these cuffs on. Why not? They have one more durability than our other wrists. But that's still better than... Still better. And then we're going to go back here. We're going to sell a couple of things. It's kind of cool doing all these night elf quests as a night elf.
Goddess bless you.
Rarely ever play a night elf, to be honest. Last time I played a night elf was in Warlords of Draenor. Played a night elf druid. There's a vendor here, this guy.
Peace be with you.
Peace be with you. Small furry paws we don't need. Blue soccer fang, yeah. Can get rid of that dagger now. Our coin's actually going up quite a bit. Raw long jaw mud snapper. I don't think we have any recipes for those guys. So we'll get rid of those. This can go. This can also go. And we will keep everything else. Darkshore grouper, I believe there's a recipe for. I'm not too sure. These catfish. I know there's a brilliant small fish recipe. Tiger's either we can't do anything with. Bear meat, maybe, in the future. But yeah, that seems to be about it.
May the stars guide
We also
you.
got some bandages from these guys, which is good. So now we can actually make some more of these heavy linen bandages. Slowly getting our first aid up. Yeah, guys, pretty good episode. Got a decent amount done. We're halfway to level 17. But that is the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.